Hello guys, it's Friday and so I'm here to bring you your impromptu live Friday session. Of course, you may be doing this on a Saturday or a Sunday or another day in the week, and that is absolutely fine. But for me, it's Friday, it's 12 o'clock and it is week, so the end of week 37 of our online training. Good afternoon, Liz. Lovely to have you online. Thank you for being here. So today's impromptu session is a stretch and mobilisation session. So we're just going to warm up. We're just going to mobilise, especially the pelvis, the lower back. We're going to get the legs nice and loose. We're going to stretch through the back and the shoulders. And that's what this session is all about, is stretching, lengthening the fibres and really mobilising through the joints. So hopefully, if you're doing it with me live, it will be a great way to set you up for the weekend. So please feel free, if you want to pop some music on in the background, just make sure that you can hear me. Some nice relaxing music would be really nice for you to go along to, and you don't need any trainers on for this session. So if you've got them on, I suggest you take them off now, guys, because it's quite nice for us to be able to feel our feet as well. And Holly's online. Good afternoon, Holly. And yeah, she's on. That's brilliant. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna go and swipe you away, and I'm gonna sit down on the mat. And I'm going to talk you through this next half an hour or so. Okay, thanks for being here, guys. So we're going to start on our bottoms, and I'm going to use that word ischial tuberosity that I haven't used for quite some time, but basically it's your sit bones. It's those bony bits in your bottom, and they're a really good bony prominence to think about when we're trying to sit in a cross-legged position. Okay, it helps to ground us, so we really grow those roots down into the floor, and then we lengthen through the spine. Okay, we're going to bring our feet together. I'm just going to turn to my side to start with, and I want you just to have a little wiggle around. Please make sure you stay warm in this session. Okay, we're not going to be doing any jumping around, so you may want to make sure you've got yourselves covered up. And so we just wriggle around and we locate those ischial tuberosities, and we just feel as though we're drawing them down into the floor. Once we've found that, that's our baseline, that's our root. I then want you to just lengthen one vertebrae at a time. Doesn't need to be over forced, but I just want you to visualize and focus and try and connect the mind and body as quickly as you possibly can. Relax the shoulders. And then just allow the chin to draw in very slightly, so we're not jutting the chin out. So we're pulling it in a little bit more than we probably think is natural. And we're just going to start by lowering the pelvic girdle, so the very lower back here. I want you to feel like you're tucking it under without losing lots of height. So I don't want you to collapse, I want you to stay lifted, but we are just going to tuck the lower back and roll it down towards the floor. And then we lift. Now straight away you're going to feel that in your core. Let's go again. So navel through to spine. Make sure you're not rounding the shoulders or the upper back. It's just that lower back that we want to start moving. So we tuck that tailbone under, we draw through the navel, and we soften. And can you see, hopefully, that this whole area here, the lumbar region of your spine, is becoming closer and closer to the floor. What I don't want is for you to feel like you're just collapsing the whole of the spine to get yourself down there. So navel through to spine. Good, and then lengthen as we come. And just re-lengthen. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We're going to do that 4 more times. So just tuck and lift. And again, we tuck. Oh, and we lift. And I want you to be very aware, okay, during this session of what you're doing and what you're feeling. Oh, and just 1 more time. And now from here, we're just going to continue on. So we're going to progress. We lengthen, and then we just tip the torso forward slightly while pushing the elbows down into the insides of the legs. So we've got a rocking motion going on. We're rolling back, we're lifting high, We're tipping forward with a nice flat back and we're pushing those knees out. Well done, good. Let's go again. So rock back and lengthen. And now keep lengthening as you tip forward and you push those knees down. Excellent. Hopefully you can see. Sometimes when we're doing very small movements, it's a little difficult for you to see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to over exaggerate just a little bit so you can see. Good, well done. Let's do that 4 more times. So roll down, remember, we're still keeping a beautiful long spine. From here, we keep moving forward. We push the elbows to open those knees and we tip forward with a nice straight back. Let's do that 3 more times. We tip, lift up and lean. Beautiful. Oh, and just be kind to your body today. Just allow it to stretch. Allow it to be calm. Allow it to lengthen. And you can wriggle around and reset as often as you need to, okay? This is our last one like this. Beautiful, well done. And now I just want you to take your hands back. And as you lean back, you open the chest. So we really open the chest, we squeeze the scapula together. We keep squeezing, so that's the shoulder blades. And then we bring ourselves up and we fold. Now this is where we do get to round the back. So we soften, we reach those fingertips a little further forward than we would naturally want to go. And then we relax. Oh. Then we come back. So here we open the chest. The further you lean back, the more stretch you're going to get through the chest. You open the shoulders, you squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then you draw the core in, use your strength to bring you up, and then you can round the back and you reach those arms. You let the fingertips reach a little further, you let the head go, and then you should start to feel a beautiful stretch all the way through the QL. So this is sort of at the bottom of the pelvis and leading up into the lower back. And just hold that there for me. And come back again. So we open the chest. Now this time we're going to lift the hips as well. So the hips are lifted, we squeeze through the glutes, we're opening out the insides of the thighs, we draw the shoulder blades together, we then pop the bottom down and we do exactly the same thing. So we come forward and we reach. Oh. Let the head go, let the lower back start to stretch. And we're just going to do that 2 more times. So we're going to come back. We open the chest, we stretch off first, then when we're ready, we push those hips up nice and high. Really open the chest, big squeeze through the scapula, drop the bottom down, straight down, and now roll those arms forward, round off through the back and let those fingertips go. Let the head drop. And the more we can relax into this stretch, the more you're going to feel it in that lower back. Oh. And let's do that 1 more time. So we're going to open the chest. Should be moving quite nicely now. We're going to lift the bottoms off. We're going to open the hips. Head goes up, chest goes up. Fire up your bottom muscles. Oh yes. And then we lower the bottom down. Remember, we roll those arms forward, we lean, we tip, we fold, and really feel that stretch begin to happen all the way through the spine. Lovely, and then roll yourselves up. Beautiful, well done. Stay exactly where you are. Just want you to place one hand on the floor. And I want you to take the other arm up. Now we're leaning into this hand and we're softening the elbow. Really important that we keep the arm long, the top arm, and we don't come off those ischial tuberosities. Remember those sit bones. So make sure both of them are still located and pressing down into the floor. Oh. From there, we lean to the other side. Now make sure you don't rock off your hips. Make sure your hips are square. Make sure your ischial, your bony bits in your bottom are pushing down. Keep this arm, top arm, nice and long and really lean. Soften the underneath elbow to get a little bit more range. Then come to center. Bring your palms into prayer. Push together. Reach forward and then open out. Yes. And place it down. Let's go again. So reach that arm. Breathe through it. The closer you get your elbow to the floor, the bigger your stretch is going to be. Push from that hand over to the other. Good. Keep that chest open for me and your eyes forward. Keep reaching. Amazing. Now, calm. Relax the shoulders. Tension through the palms of the hands. Reach those arms. Pull them away. And squeeze. Good work. We're going to do that 2 more times. So see if we can get a little bit more range this time. Keep reaching. Now the bottom is down. Remember, we haven't rocked to one side. Keep reaching that top arm and then push from the underneath arm and settle on the other side. Good. Eyes forward. Just check the arm hasn't come in front of you and you're still reaching all the way over the top of the head, right next to the ear. Super work. Come back to center. Calm. Calm, calm. Press. Open. Squeeze. Full range. Full range. We're not short on time today, okay? Everything is nice and slow. We're not trying to rush. We're not trying to get through it as quickly as possible. We're trying to feel. So that mind-body connection that I'm always talking about. Connect. Try and think about your breathing. Reach. Superb. Amazing. Come back to center, calm, relaxed. Bring the palms together. Give them a little squeeze, energy, power. Open and pull those shoulder blades back. Oh, yes. Oh, and if you're anything like me, you're going to need to bring those knees in and just give them a little hug. Oh, just let those hips relax. Well done. Okay, we're moving on. We're still thinking about the hips. We're going to drop both knees to one side and we're going to think about getting the leg that's turned in, that knees down into the floor. Now center yourselves, so again your bottom is dropping down into the floor, and then with your arms forward if possible, you're just going to change your legs. Good. And you're going to change the legs. And you're going to change your legs and you're going to push off. Oh. Stay there, push your hips forward and then try and just relax into the floor. Keep pushing the hip forward, keep pushing the hip forward. Lower down and change. So we go 1, we go 2, get that knee down. We go 3 and we lift. Push the hip forward, settle nice and low into the ground and keep pushing forward here. And just keep the arms off the floor if possible. And lower back down. Well done. And let's go again. Now as we drop that knee, we're trying not to lift the bottom off as well. We're trying to keep the bottom down. So we're internally rotating. Come up, push. Beautiful. Hips forward. Nice and settled, nice and calm, and just hold. Keep stretching, keep tightening. So we're firing up through the posterior and we're lengthening through the anterior. Let's go again. So remember, hip down as well. 2, 3, come up. Good, push the hip forward now. Stay nice and centered and relax down into the ground. Beautiful work, well done. Keep tightening through the glutes and release. We're going to do it 2 more times. So bottom stays down here. We're not rocking, only the knees. Bottom stays down, bottom stays down. Up you come, push. Squeeze your bottom. Good. and come down. Now this is your final one. So drop the knees, keep the bottom down, drop the knees and push. Well done, really good. Squeeze the bottom, open the hips, stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Drop down and roll with me. So you're just going to roll over onto your front, and now the top leg sweeps back. Can you see? Now you're going to get a nice big stretch there by taking that leg back, and then you're going to increase the stretch by lifting your arm over your head. Turn your eyes towards the floor. Drop down and repeat on the other side. So we just roll onto our front. The top leg wraps round. We get our stretch here, and then we increase it here. Turn your eyes to your back hand. Push your hips nice and high and reach that arm all the way over the head. Lower down, use your breath. Let's do it again. Roll. Now try and sweep that top leg back even more. Make it a deep, big stretch. Superb. Lower down, last time. So we're going to roll over onto our front. Remember, as the leg comes round, you swing it round. Push the hip forward and we lift. And gently lower your bottom down and swing your legs around. Well done, I love that one. So feet firmly on the floor. Arms forward, ischial tuberosities located and pressing down. We are going to roll down, lower back, pelvis, lower back, pelvis, lower back, pelvis, starting to go towards the middle of the back, and then you come up, you lift your arms and you give me 2 knee drops. Okay, again, trying not to lift the bottom off. Come forward and let's go again. So roll down through your spine, engage the core, navel through to spine, tuck the tailbone. Strong, strong, strong. Bring yourselves up. Lift your arms up out of the way. Drop both knees one way and then both knees the other. And then come back to center. Reset and go again. Tuck the tailbone under. Roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down. Slowly bring yourself back up. Control. Nice long line. Get the arms out of the way. And drop and drop and center. Take your time. Let's go again. This is your last one before we change. Slowly. Control. Control. Take the arms up out of the way and drop those knees twice. Okay, great work, guys. Follow on with me. We're now going to open the feet into butterfly. You're going to roll all the way down. You're going to take your arms overhead. You're going to bring yourselves all the way up. You're going to hold on to your ankle. You're going to rotate round. And then you change. You come back to center and you roll. Control, control, control. Arms above the head, chin into chest, roll yourselves up. Hold on to the wrist and open yourself out. Now, nice long spine here. Reach the fingertips to the back of the room. You change sides. So we're really twisting through the thorax now. Come back to center and roll, 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 roll. Arms overhead. Tuck your chin in, roll up. Oh, hands to the wrist and away we go. Good work. Come back to center, change sides. Yes. Come back to center and slowly roll down. This is your final one. Chin to chest, roll up. Try not to jerk any movement. Try and keep it as fluid as you possibly can. Relax the shoulders and open the chest. Keep reaching those fingertips. And change to the other side. don't know about you, but I'm getting warm now. And return. Well done. Bring those knees in. Place your feet on the floor so they're hip distance apart and your hands are behind you. You're going to pulse up once. You're going to pulse twice. You're going to pop your bottom down. You're going to lower to bra line, middle of the back, and you're going to bring yourselves back up. And then you go straight into 2 bridge pulses, lower down, soft to the middle of the back, and rise. Now, the challenge is to try and keep those feet down on the floor and not to use them to bring us back up. So here, control, oh, control, hands down and pulse, up and up. Control, oh, control, 4 to go, 2 pulses. Lower, roll down through your back and back up, good, 3 to go. Push, push, control. 2 to go. Squeeze, squeeze. And finally, last one. Control. And up you come. Well done. Take your hands nice and wide. We're going to go straight up into a reverse tabletop. Now here, your hands are wherever you want them to be. The idea is the eyes go up, the chest opens. This is quite a difficult one to do for some of us. Really open out the chest. We squeeze and hold. We squeeze and hold. Lovely, beautiful reverse tabletop. In 3, 2, 1. Take the bottom down. Bring it back a little so you're straight in the legs. And then you straighten the back and you reach for your toes. And you stay there. You grab hold of your feet if you can. You lift up and out of your waist and you lengthen. Good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your hands back down. Push yourselves up to reverse tabletop. So bottom is high, chest is open, arms are open, hold strong. 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the bottom down, but scoot it back a little so we can straighten those legs. We can flex the feet, we can lift up and out, and then we tip forward. We grab those feet, can you see? Right round those toes if possible, and you pull your chest towards your thighs. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands back, let's go again. We've got 2 to go. It's a beautiful big tabletop. It's a reverse tabletop, and it's all about opening the chest. It's all about firing up the posterior chain and opening the anterior. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Good. Bottom goes back. Lift and lean. So make sure we're not curling through the back, okay? If you need to be here and you're tipping, that is absolutely fine. It's all about finding the right range for you that gives you the best stretch. Good. So distance is irrelevant. It's about finding the right stretch for you. Keep tipping the chest forward, forward, forward. Okay, and I'm just going to get you to do that one more time, okay? So hands down, this is the final one. Big push up, open the chest. See if you can open that chest a little bit more. You may want to take your hands a little wider and your arms so that you can open up. Make sure the weight's in the heels of the feet and transferring into the toes. Keep the bottoms high, pelvis high, drop down, bottom down. Remember where we're going. We're lifting and we're leaning. Yes, grab hold of those feet. So hopefully you felt a change now. You felt that progression and you felt the body start to stretch off and give you a little bit more range of movement. In 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. Well done, guys. Okay, stay exactly where you are. Bend your knees, and I'd like you just to roll yourselves down so you're in a supine position. So you're laying on your back, arms are open. Bring your right knee in. Now I want you to focus first and foremost on your pelvis. Please make sure it's square and flat. And as you open into a circle, a hip circle, the aim is to keep that pelvis as still as possible. So I want your pelvis to be your anchor. You may want to open out this opposite leg slightly to help to keep that pelvis in place. And give me 4. And give me 3. And give me 2. And give me 1. Now the other way. So open, in, 2. Now you can give it a little swing, that's absolutely fine, but don't lose the control. That's 4. There's going to be clunking and clicking, don't worry. Number 5. We're just mobilizing through the hips. 6. And 7. And 8. Place it down and change legs. Now before you go anywhere, reset. Make sure that the pelvis is square and flat, and you may need to open the knees slightly to keep it in place. And away we go. 1. Open that hip. Oh, nice big circle. All good. Try not to move the rest of the body. So minimize the movement apart from the leg. Okay, nice work. And now stop and reverse. So just change direction. Don't worry if you went the other way first. It doesn't matter as long as we get both in. All the way around. Now really try and think of pulling the leg out of the hip. Out of the hip. 2 to go. And final 1. Okay, remember, pelvis nice and still. Place the foot down. Take the first leg up again. Flex your foot and try and create a beautiful long line through the leg. So we're trying to straighten through the back of that knee as much as we possibly can. It doesn't matter whether it's here or here or here or here. Try and create a long line. Now from there, we're going to bring the chin in and we're going to start to walk the hands along the leg without taking the bottom off the floor. So if you've started to lift the bottom, then we've gone too far. Flex the foot so the toes are coming towards you. Brace your core, relax your shoulders. Hold, hold, hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to slowly lower down with the head and you're going to take the leg with you. Take the leg with you. Relax your shoulders. Make sure your bottom is down. The leg has come with you and hold. Keep flexing your foot, draw those toes towards you. See if you can straighten through the back of the knee a little bit more. And now take your hand and hold the arch of your foot. We're then going to go straight into a half baby pose. So we push the knee outwards and the hip. The knee is situated towards the armpit. We're pulling the elbow down to the floor and then we lengthen the underneath leg away. Wow. And just hold that stretch. Now the more you pull the arch of the foot downwards, the better the stretch through the hip and the groin. Make sure the knee's out of the way. Make sure you're pushing the knee down towards the floor. And again, make sure your body is centered. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just try and let the knee drop a little closer to the floor. Okay, just a little added extra. See if you can straighten that leg now. So keep hold of the foot, or you can grab hold of the toe, or you may need to take the hand off and hold towards the thigh or the calf. Try and keep the body nice and square. Relax the shoulders. And then soften the knee. Oh. and bring it back in. Well done, amazing. Okay, we've got to do that on the other side. So plant that foot down, take the other leg up. Now you're going to flex your foot and create a stretch straight away, whether it's here, 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 or over here. Make sure your leg is straight. Draw the heel to the ceiling and your toes towards you. Now try and straighten through the back of that knee a little bit more. And then when you're ready, bring the chin in, head off, and reach. Now you're going to try and walk along the leg until you can go no further. Once you're there, relax the shoulders down. Okay, create a little tension, so fire up through the core. And now you're going to slowly lower. The head goes back down. The shoulders relax back down and you take the leg with you. Now if it's shaking like crazy, you just need to slide your hand a little bit further towards the back of the knee or the thigh. Okay, we're trying not to take the bottom off the floor. Keep flexing your foot, keep drawing the heel up to the ceiling. That's where you're going to get your stretch. Oh. Just let it happen. Relax your shoulders, keep going through your little checklist. Relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now take your hand and place it to the inside of the foot and bend that knee. So we're opening the knee out. So the knee's out just towards the armpit, the hip is open. And then you slide that underneath leg away. Now there's a beautiful stretch in itself. Oh, so you lengthen one leg away, you open the hip of the other, and you just spend a little bit of time thinking about where the best place is for you to create your best stretch. The knee needs to open. And use your breath as you breathe in, just ease off a little, and then as you exhale, create a little bit more of a pull, a little bit more tension through the arch of the foot, which will encourage the hip to open and the knee to drop. And take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, see if you can get a little bit more range. And then finally, let's see if we can straighten out that leg. Now make sure you don't rock over to one side. By all means, release the hand, hold on to the toe, or you may want to move your hand along the leg to allow you to get this stretch. Keep the pelvis open, draw the other leg away, and stretch through. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that knee in. Oh, wow. And just lengthen both legs. Guys, well done. I'd just like you to roll over onto your front. So just nice and gently, just ease yourself over onto your front. I'd like you to open your arms out, and straight away we're going to open into a crucifix. So you're going to lift this leg, you're going to open the hip, you're going to open the chest slightly, you're going to reach the fingertips, and you're going to try and get that foot down to the floor. Amazing. Just stay there. And lower back down. And we're just going to do exactly the same on the other side. So lift the leg, bend the knee, turn the head, open, and work at getting that foot down towards the floor. Keep the knee lifting. Try not to relax the knee too much. Keep that knee lifting up as if you're going to try and take it towards the ceiling. And then come back to center. Bring your hands underneath your armpits. Push yourselves up. Let your hips hang. And I just want you to relax here. Good. Can you revolve? Take the body, not just the head. Look over the shoulder. And again, change to the other side. Look over the shoulder. Lovely, back to centre. Onto your knees, push your knees open and stretch off into child pose. Now draw that bottom back, have a little wriggle, reach your fingertips one way and your bottom the other. Now with your breath, as you exhale, your aiming, your focus, your thoughts are on your armpits. You're just trying to sink them forever a little closer to the floor. Don't forget to breathe. And slowly come up. Amazing, we're nearly there. I would like you to just bring your knees in slightly. I want you to tuck your toes under and I want you to push yourselves back into a down dog position. Now your heels may be down at this time and they may not be, it doesn't matter. You stay where you are, I'm just going to move around a little so you can see me better. Okay, so if the heels are up here, it's fine. If you now feel that you can drop those heels a little more, then that's great. Tailbone is high, bottom is high, back is strong and long. Shoulder blades are knit together and your head goes. We're going to lift one leg up and we're going to open. So exactly the same as we just did in our crucifix. Try and keep the torso square and we're just going to let that leg hang over. Oh. Come back to centre. And I want you to start to pedal through your feet. So bottom, high, one heel down at a time and stretch through. And now you're going to lift the other leg. So whichever leg you didn't pick up last time, you're now going to pick that up. You're going to go into your crucifix. Remember what we just did on the floor. However, I'd like you to keep your shoulders square and I'd like you to let the leg drop. So we're not turning this time. Stay square. Oh. And then bring that leg back. From here, you're going to walk your feet in. You're going to relax the torso onto your thighs and let your head go. And then you are slowly going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bring the shoulders back and down. Allow the fingertips to draw down towards the floor on one arm and let the arm rise. Hold on to the side of the head and let it go. Give it a little bit more. Fingertips down a little further and then ease up. Release the arm, draw the fingertips down, lift the other side and gently ease the head over. Just let the weight of the hand take that head over. And all the while, make sure this shoulder is down, so you're drawing your fingertips towards the floor. Good. And come to centre. You're just going to wrap your hands around the back of the head. You're going to curl the elbows in and you're going to just draw the chin right into the neck and let the weight of the elbows drop. From there, you're going to open your elbows out. You're going to lift your chest. Okay, from there, just make sure your feet are grounded. Make sure your toes are spread and you're grounding the whole of the foot into the floor. You're going to open your arms. You're going to lift them up. You're going to open again. Oh, you're going to lift. This is the final one. You're going to open back, brace your core, brace your core. Lift up and gently bring your arms down. And that is it. We are done for today. Guys, that's your whole session complete. That's 40 minutes of some really, hopefully, lovely mobility, some mobilising and strengthening exercises. For me, it's Friday. It's now 20 to 1, and I am going to say goodbye to you. Please don't forget to leave your comments. If you're live, then you can do it right this minute. If you're pressing the replay button, then guys, please just let me know that you've completed the session and give me a little bit of feedback. That would be amazing. I look forward to seeing you all very soon. That is 37 weeks of online training, and I'm still smiling. I hope you are too. I love you all. Take care, and I look forward to speaking to you all very soon. Bye-bye.